Well lads, welcome back to another video. People must be wondering, how is this lad still making videos around Guinness? I think it just goes to show the great artistry in bullshitting that I have developed over the last 3.5 years doing this. I have found the cheapest pint of Guinness in the land. And unfortunately, it wasn't a stone's throw away. It was on the complete opposite side of the fucking country. Segue alert. And that's why we've got great sponsors like Surfshark to help cover the travel expenses for these videos. What's Surfshark? You don't know about Surfshark? Are you fucking tick? It's an app / web extension, whatever you want to call it. It lets you place your phone or laptop anywhere in the world. What do you mean by that? Let me place it. Not physically. You're not putting your laptop in a suitcase and shipping it off to China. You're rerouting your IP address. I don't know if that's the technical term for it, but you basically fool your laptop or phone into thinking it's anywhere in the world. So if you want to watch the American Netflix has loads of stuff on it that the European, Irish, British Netflix doesn't have. So you just whip out Surfshark. Bob's your uncle, Mary's your auntie, Johnny's your brother, bish bosh how's your nosh, and there you go, American Netflix. It's an absolute no-brainer. It's a must-have. And you can use my code Guinness to get 83%, it's basically free, 83% off plus 3 months for free. Thank you Surfshark for covering the expenses for this trek, all for one measly pint. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Johnny O'Loughlin's bar here in Cashel Bay, Connemara. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute it's pissing rain. It's the Wild West out here. I have heard that this pub is serving pints at €3.90. For me, that makes it the cheapest pint in Ireland. So let's go in, talk to Colin, sounding like a right character on the phone. Hopefully he's gonna pour me a lovely €3.90 pint. And I'll go home with a change of a fiver. Boy Jesus, it's wild out here.
Married on the telephone, photograph. Here, Cap. Yeah, full of surprises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. Oh, you like him, yeah. Patrick Kavanagh, very, very famous. Us, the blacksmith. He's the blacksmith, right? Very old photograph. Yeah, oh no, not catching, no. These were the travellers. I beg your pardon.
You're grand.
I'm sorry now, I'm gone distracted.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, here, Cap, here, come on. Up here, come on. Ask the baby now. Now, she likes a little drop of stout.
Yeah?
Don't you, Cap? Oh, yeah.
So we've 2 special guests now.
2 special, oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, you can taste it off me.
Oh, she can taste it, yeah.
Colin, I suppose first things first, is the price still at $3.90 or has it had to go up?
No, the price of a pint of Guinness here in Johnny O'Loughlin's is £3.90. Sorry, €3.90.
I was going to say, what's the conversion?
Yeah, no, €3.90.
€3.90.
Yeah,
and talk me through that. How obviously it seems to go up 20 cents once a week at this stage. Well,
I suppose, where's it going to stop? That's the big question. Well, for us, I took a very big decision in holding down the price of a pint of Guinness.
When did you take that decision?
I took it about 6 months ago.
Only 6 months ago?
Yeah.
But it was still $3.90?
It was still $3.90, but I made a very definite decision because we haven't put the price of it up in a long, long time.
And what brought, you just couldn't bring yourself to bring it over €4?
Well, I couldn't bring it to €4, but I also wanted to highlight the fact that you can't keep putting up the price of drink.
Yeah.
You know, there's no other single product in Ireland that's racing up the scale except alcohol.
Yeah, true.
You know, if I go into one of the big supermarkets, for the last 3 years, I could buy a slice pan for under €1.
Very true.
And it's one of the most common things bought in the whole of Ireland, is bread.
And that might go up over decades, but
Over
not over
decades.
not a few months at a time.
And look at the amount of, now I don't want to labour the point, but look at the amount of slice pans that are sold in Ireland as against the amount of pints of Guinness.
I don't know which is more.
Yeah, but I don't know. But do you get the point?
Yeah.
People are not going to continue shelling out the extra euro and the euro and the euro.
And what's the sort of clientele that would come here?
Well, you have a very mixed clientele.
Yeah.
You have the older community that come in for their traditional pint, and they enjoy a good pint of stout and a chat, and that's very much part of the local scene.
So you know about chatting to them?
Well, it depends on the humour, I mean. I could be like the dog, I could get growly.
Fair enough, fair enough. I think I got you on a good day.
You did.
Like the weather,
you did,
ever-changing.
Yeah, ever-changing, yeah.
And then I was saying to you earlier, like, I love this place because it's that sort of old school. You can't even find the pub on Google Maps.
No.
And I had to do my research, and then, of course, it's the Zetland Country House.
Country House Hotel, yeah.
And then this is the bar, part of it.
This is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
And we haven't as much as a beer sign out there.
Yeah.
I never got round to it.
Yeah, it's just very plain Jane, but...
But people love Johnny O'Loughlin's, and people from around the world keep coming back. And the trouble is, they always say, we won't tell anybody. Yeah. Because it's their little find, you know.
Hopefully this video doesn't do too well.
Ah no. Well, you see, we are out in the sticks here.
That's the thing.
But it's the beauty of the sticks, so to speak.
That's the thing. It's not as if this is some hidden gem in the middle of Galway City, and people will all of a sudden flock to it. Like it's very much, if you're coming here, you have to mean to come here.
You have to, on a sort of a mission. And the hotel is one of the longest trading hotels this side of the Shannon.
And there's a room in there you were showing me.
Michael Collins.
Everyone is.
Walter Mackin,
Lloyd George,
all those people. We've a lot of fishing, of course, goes on here on the lakes.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
is it Cashel Bay is behind us?
That's Cashel Bay, that's the sea there, and then we've the world famous Gowla fishery. Further down, you might see the lakes on the way up, the way the road winds through the lakes.
It actually reminded me of, because like I said, I feel like I had to put my hands up. I'm this long and I haven't ventured to this. I haven't really probably ventured past Galway in this direction. Yeah. And it feels very much like, you know, when you're driving the Dingle, you've got the little windy road. You get to Galway and it's another hour of just absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Like the drive for me today, worth it alone, like just absolutely amazing.
Isn't it very special?
It's very special.
And there's always a rainbow, isn't there? There's always a rainbow out there somewhere.
First time I've ever seen it, in the sort of wash that was coming up behind the car. Yeah. I was looking in the rear view mirror. I swear I saw a rainbow in the wash. Yeah, yeah. It's just absolutely something about this part of the country. It's magical.
People used to say to me, "Did you see the light?" And this is when I came to Connemara first. I was going around, "Did you see the light? What are they talking about? Did you see the light?" And it took me 2 or 3 years. Yeah. And then one day I actually seen the collection of light on the mountains, and it's just amazing.
And people,
you have to see it. Now I was going around, are they gone a bit bats, you know, talking about the light?
But are you not originally Connemara?
No, I'm a Wexford man.
You're a Wexford man?
Yeah, Gorey County Wexford from me saying.
Wow, jeez, complete
switch up then.
You couldn't have gone further.
Well, the next stop was New York.
Yeah, exactly. I did a thing a couple of years ago on the most expensive pint, and I'd say it's definitely gone up since then. I think it was at about 7 then. I'm talking specifically Guinness. I'd say it's easily up around 7.58 in the Temple Bar area now, and you're talking this is half the price. It's just mad.
That's ridiculous.
And genuinely, I have to say, like, my whole sort of the videos I do are dedicated to going around drinking and trying to find good pints.
I heard about you, you know.
Well, I have to say it'd be one thing if it was a bad pint, you'd say, oh, fair enough, $3.90, it's bad. I'm not just saying, genuinely beautiful pint. The dome on top, there's not a bubble to be seen. Yeah. Very creamy, perfect temperature. the stick coming down the side, that is an absolutely beautiful pint. So
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
It looks. I always say Guinness is kind of the only drink that looks as good after as before. Do you know what I mean? When all that sticks to the side and the sun is shining through.
But I love to see people having a drink, and particularly here in the bar and the chat and the talk, whether there's a row going down on the bog or it's a horse race or a football match. And it's all part of a very hidden culture. To talk about the culture of drink, but there is a hidden culture of joy and happiness where the alcohol is respected.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, well, here it is anyway, they have a great respect for it.
I like that. I never heard it summed up that way, where if the alcohol is respected,
yeah,
then everything else will look after itself.
Yeah, cool.
And everyone can kind of come together, have a couple of pints, and
come together and
talk about.
Sure, look at when you get your elbow down on the table, right, and you have the pint or a mug of tea or whatever. Yeah. Sure, isn't that what life is all about? A bit of a debate. You have to be straight about things. You know what I'm
trying
to say?
I couldn't agree more.
It's like going around in the hurdy-gurdy to say, "Here we go, for better or for worse."
Listen, Colin.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh God, it was a pleasure talking to you. Pleasure talking to you. Pleasure talking to you. Let's see where my dog is now. Hey, Cap.
Cap, come on.
Come on, Pet. Come on. Come up and say goodbye. Say, look. Now that's the camera. Look over at the camera.